Tell the story about the guy who's doing. Say right. Everybody say on.
Right. I was at a festival. It's one of my early festivals playing didgeridoo, and I went to. It's in Devon, and it was really funny. So I'm there, and I was pretty new to this whole thing about going on a stage and playing an instrument. I'd never played one in my life, and playing a bit of didgeridoo with this Rami. So it must have been about 2004, 5 or something, I guess. So there I am with Rami, this overtone singer, and we're about to go on, so we're watching the act before, trying to sort of get a bit of feedback about it and seeing what the crowd's like, I guess, like, you know, in those early days. And there's a guy on stage, and he was wearing all white. He's wearing this big white gown, like he'd go to a temple and do lots of praying and stuff. And he had a Tibetan singing bowl in his hand, and he had this stick that he'd rub around it, and the bowl would sing. And he had a microphone there, and he's going, Om, and as he's bringing the bowl closer to the mic, he's getting this warm sound. Anyway, so there's some people in the audience just sitting there on the grass, just talking and stuff. And he, with this big Scottish accent, he says, "Are you listening to this or what?" And we just cracked up laughing. And as he walked across the stage, you could see under this big white, beautiful gown, he had these big like black hobnail boots with steel toe caps on, and he's like marching across the stage. It was just like, it was comedy, but it wasn't meant to be. But you know, it made us laugh. So beautiful blessing. And so that's the big thing, that you are laughing, and that you get this pump going on. You get this, you know, and it's just, you may feel tired after, but you feel released. You know, you feel this release, like. So with Roger, we laughed about something. So Roger had this, in the end, he had this brain tumour, and that's maybe a lot of people think that's a serious thing. It's not something I'd laugh at, you know. And if someone told me they had a brain tumour, I would listen to them compassionately, you know. So we took Roger out, and there's lots of things he couldn't do anymore. You know, he had cuts all over his hands, and I didn't realise. And I went walking with him, and he had big black eye here and stuff. So he walked into lampposts, and he had his hands out so he wouldn't fall over. So he touched the walls because his balance was going. He didn't know how to turn the telephone, answer it. He didn't know how to put the key in the lock. And I said, "Oh, Roger, you have to do this." Oh, he said like this. "Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you." You know, it's just like, wow. So there's this huge emotion of being with him, this amazing guy that taught me to look at life in such a beautiful way, you know, how to look at myself and life. And he couldn't do these basic things, fundamental things for himself anymore. And we took him to, me and my ex-girlfriend at the time, we took him to a fish restaurant. He used to like fish, and we're sitting there, and so he couldn't really order. He's going like this. He couldn't articulate the words, and I knew he'd like some fish, so I ordered a little starter for him. We didn't have a starter, I don't think, actually, but I think he did, and we ordered some other food. Anyway, so the starter came. It's like a small little plate. It had like a tiny little sardine on it. And he said, "Well," he said, and he said it in such a way with this amazing presence that he used to have when he was being, you know. "Well, this is something," he said. And we were just like, thought, well, Roger's back, you know. We're waiting like this. And he looked at the plate and he went, "This is something," he said. And the lovely Roger thought that this tiny little sardine was his main course, you know. And we just cracked up laughing. And Roger laughed too. And we just laughed at the absurdity of it. This amazing king among men that helped so many, you know, people. And we just laughed, and it was perfect to laugh. and I can laugh about it now and it feels good. The laughter dispels that thought. I look back at that and it's not a bad thing, it's okay. It's a funny thing. It's a beautiful thing. I guess that's the thing with the past, you know, if we've forgiven ourselves and others for everything in our experience of being here in this particular form, the hero of this dream, the hero of this dream, the hero of your dream, if we forgive everything, then what happens? The past is only happy memories. You know, think that there's a purification of thought that's happened, not from ourselves, but we've allowed the light to look at the past, and we can look at it, we can feel differently about it, you know. And so it doesn't put us into the past, we can stay in the present, we can be in the present. And we don't intrude past thoughts onto the present either, you know, we can be here cleanly, just be, and share our loveliness fully now.